Well, today is a cold and hard day in the legislature. It's cold because it's 3 degrees and windy. But it's hard because Republicans have unintentionally put the freshman Democrats in a tougher position than they deserve. 84% of Wisconsin voters want a voter ID. 70% of Wisconsin Democrats want voter ID. That's according to a Will poll, Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty poll from 3 years ago. But I suspect the Madison liberals have asked you to make a very unpopular vote against voter ID. They ask you to ignore the Will poll because Will is too conservative to trust. But it isn't. And a Marquette Law School poll found 74% of registered voters in Wisconsin want voter ID. That's a very similar result. They confirm each other's accuracy. And Madison liberals won't call the Marquette Law School poll too conservative to trust because they rely on it in other issues. But what is unfair to you is that this is more than just one vote. This is a test. This is about your integrity. Did you come to the Capitol to vote your conscience? Did you come to the Capitol to vote with 70% of Democrats that see voter ID as common sense? Or are you going to hand over your vote to the Madison liberals? If you do, it's only going to be harder next time to resist them. You can be a Democrat without being a Madison liberal. I argue with a cousin of mine on what's more liberal, Madison liberals or his Berkeley liberals. Just using this Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty poll, probably only 30% of Democrats will go along with the Madison liberals' demands. This is a hard choice to have to make on your second day voting. I sincerely wish you would have had more time to get a feel for the building before this test. But more than hard, it's unfair. It's unfair because Governor Evers is not going to help you. He is not going to publicly oppose voter ID. He's not going to resist 84% of Wisconsin voters who want voter ID. He wants to be reelected. And taking this unpopular position will not help him with that 70% of common sense Democrats. So he's not going to do it. This and the press is not going to press him for an answer. And your Supreme Court candidate, who already has sided with Madison liberals against voter ID, is going to avoid this issue instead of commenting on it. So get ready. If you vote against voter ID today, you are about to be alone and up a tree without the Democrat branch's support.